Under the lights in Dahlonega, we are live from the UNG Soccer Complex here at Lynn Cottrell Park as we get ready for Peach Belt Conference men's soccer action between the visiting Lander Bearcats and your University of North Georgia Nighthawks here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Good evening, everybody. Walker McCreary here in the broadcast booth at the UNG Soccer Complex as we get ready to see the Nighthawks and Bearcats tangle here in Dahlonega in what has been a very good series, including a match that went into penalties just 3 years ago in the Peach Belt Conference Championship match. Lander and North Georgia, though, here in the spring 2021 season, a little bit of different ways they've been going as of late. Lander unbeaten 3-0 on the year. They've yet to concede a goal. In fact, Jacob Withers has only had to stop 5 balls all year. The defensive back line for head coach Lee Squires has been nothing short of extraordinary here in the early goings for Lander. For North Georgia, they are 0-4 on the wrong end of 4 one-goal matches, losing 2-1 their first 3 times out on the pitch before a 5-4 overtime loss a week ago tonight down at Georgia Southwestern, a match that North Georgia scored first, conceded 4 goals in a 15-minute span, and then came back to tie it up and send it into extra time, but was not to be for North Georgia as the Hurricanes scored in the 99th minute of play down in Americus. For North Georgia, it'll be Rafael Caligari in between the posts, the junior transfer from Dodge City Community College, 6'3", 200, out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. He's looking for a little bit of a rebound after conceding 4 of those 5 goals down in Americus a week ago. For Lander, it'll be Jacob Withers, the junior out of North Augusta, South Carolina, who has put on a show for the Bearcats in their first 3 matches of the season, including for the Bearcats a 1-0 exhibition win over South Carolina, who, since the SEC does not sponsor men's soccer, they play out of the Conference USA. And Lander goes to Columbia and earns the 1-0 win over the Gamecocks before beating their 3 Peach Belt Conference opponents in shutout form as well. Most recently, Flagler, 4-0 winners over the Saints a week ago for the Bearcats. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. Pre-game starting lineups are presented by Northeast Georgia Health System, the official healthcare partner of UNG Nighthawk Athletics. For Lee Squires and the Lander Bearcats, they will go with Jacob Withers in between the posts. Again, the junior out of North Augusta, South Carolina. Alistair Danyon will be one of the defenders, along with Jed Smith and Joe Lindley. Midfielders include Harry Burkamshaw, Tom Marriott, Mosen Samicki, and Samuel Mard. The forwards for Lander will be Max Bolton, Max McNulty, as well as Marco Gualey for the Lander Bearcats. For North Georgia and head coach Dr. Pat Paris, again, Rafael Caligari will be in between the posts, number 00, the 6'3 junior out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. The rest of the starting 11 for the Nighthawks will be number 3, Michael Walsh, the 6-foot sophomore from Suwanee. Number 5, Russell Young, the 5'10 freshman from Snellville. Number 8, Gustavo Alencar, the 5'11 senior out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Number 18, Santiago Jimenez, 6-foot redshirt sophomore from Mendoza, Argentina, who transferred in from Cali College. Number 19, Donovan Odier, the 6-foot senior from Geneva, Switzerland, who transferred in from Gillette College. Number 21, Hayden Davis, the 5'10 sophomore from Griffin. Number 22, Marvin Rodas, 5'7 freshman from Suwanee. Number 23, Kevin Lopez, the 5'7 senior from Lawrenceville and a transfer from Spartanburg Methodist. Number 26, Andre Bashura, the 5'9 senior from Lilburn and a transfer from Andrew College. And finally, number 28, Benjamin Elgueta, the 5'5 sophomore from Santiago, Chile. The starting 11 for Dr. Pat Paris in his 14th season as the head coach of North Georgia men's soccer. Both teams getting into their kits. North Georgia will be in the all-white, fading to blue with white shorts, while the Bearcats will be in all blue, a bit of a change from the norm for both teams here today as we get ready for Peach Belt Conference men's soccer action. Jacob Withers will be in all green, while Caligari will be in lime green for the, actually, Caligari will be, I believe, in red today. We'll see who trots out there in what color jersey for the Nighthawks here in this one. We'll take a commercial break. When we return, we'll have the opening kick from the UNG Soccer Complex. It's North Georgia taking on Lander here in Peach Belt Conference men's soccer action right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Leadership is fueled by vision and passion. Leadership is service with empathy, creativity, and integrity. Leadership is seeking continuous improvement for yourself and your community. Since 1873, the University of North Georgia has prepared generations of civic, professional, and military leaders. Today, UNG is a leading regional university that serves students across 5 campuses and online, with educational pathways ranging from associate degrees to doctoral programs. And as one of only 6 senior military colleges in the nation, UNG holds designations as a state leadership institution and as the Military College of Georgia. UNG's national reputation and student profile are growing stronger each year, and we remain focused on student success and academic excellence at all levels. Across UNG, our incredible faculty and staff are scholars and mentors who inspire service, inquiry, and creativity. And resume-building experiences help each student fulfill their potential. We know the value of determination and teamwork in and out of the classroom, and this spirit pushes our students to excel on the field, serve our communities, and explore the world. When the day is done, the real measure of our success lies in who our graduates become. Outstanding leaders for a diverse and global society. The University of North Georgia.
What is the Golden Eagle Band? Established in 1873, we are the oldest organization on campus. Excellence in music is our passion. Our spirit of brotherhood provides friendships that last a lifetime. We compete and perform just for fun. Join the tradition.
look at the camera, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I wear my mask to be there for my residents.
I wear my mask so we can stay on campus.
I wear my mask because I know that other people might be more vulnerable to the virus, and I want to make sure that I protect others and keep everyone safe.
I wear my mask to protect all the dads out there. I know personally how it feels to lose someone very close to me due to the coronavirus, and if there are steps that we can take to protect the ones that we love, we should do it.
Should I just do it now? Okay, I wear my mask to keep others safe.
I wear my mask because I care about our community.
I choose to wear my mask because it's such a simple thing for me to do that I can love not only on my friends and my family, but just people I see in the grocery store and in the street.
I wear my mask so I can see my sisters on campus and we can have fundraising events.
I wear my mask to love my neighbor and protect others.
I wear my mask.
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 I wear a mask because I want to keep others safe.
Back with you here in Dahlonega as we get set for kickoff here at the UNG Soccer Complex at Lynn Cottrell Park. North Georgia will have possession of the ball to start this thing off. Officials for today is assigned by the Peach Belt Conference. Richione Clark, Kevin Whitt, and Brian Grosdenoff. Mr. Clark in the center, wearing the orange. North Georgia in white. They move from right to left on your television screens. Lander from left to right in all blue. There's the whistle, and we are underway here from Dahlonega as North Georgia and Lander do Peach Belt Conference battle here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Elgeta goes back to Rodas looking for Lopez, and it'll be a Lander throw from the near side. So Mickey taken down. ODA has the ball. Now gives to Lopez down the left side as North Georgia tries to work up the near side of the park, and it's out of bounds for a Lander throw as it was ricocheted hard off of Santiago Jimenez. To throw things in will be Mosin Samicki. Long throw headed by Kevin Lopez. ODA will settle it. Tried to get it over to Jimenez, but was unable to, as it'll go all the way back to Withers, who will settle things down for the Bearcats. Again, Lander has not conceded at all this year. They have victories of 1-0, 2-0, and 4-0. They've doubled their goal output in every single game, as that one goes all the way across the end line for a goal kick for the Nighthawks. Caligari will set it down and will look to boot this one away as he tells everybody to get near midfield. North Georgia in the 4-1-3-2, it looks like, as that one comes all the way through, but a heavy touch for Gwaley. Gets it right to Caligari as he had broken through and was one-on-one with net. Nighthawks try and work it up the far side of the pitch now, but Lander again swarms. And a foul going to be called on Santiago Jimenez. Tom Marriott, the one who got it. Up the far sideline. Here's Lindley trying to cross it in, deflected away momentarily, and now sent out of bounds by Michael Walsh into the North Georgia technical area for a throw-in. Nighthawks earn a throw on the far side. Headed along out of play by North Georgia. That time it was Hayden Davis who touched it last before it went across touchline. Thrown in deep by Lander, looking for Max McNulty. And out of bounds for a North Georgia throw. Just over 3 minutes into this one. Both teams trying to settle in on a windy, and it looks like the rain's starting to fall a little bit here at the UNG Soccer Complex as well. Lights on, as now it comes all the way up to Donovan Odier, trying to break past, and maybe drew a foul. Yes, he did. Alistair Danyon, the aggrieved party. As Odier back to his feet, North Georgia will get a free kick just outside of center circle. Sent into the 18 and headed out, but North Georgia back on it. Jimenez comes to the near side. Rodas able to save it. Lopez has it. Back to Santiago. And a foul going to be called. Clock will stop, as that'll be a booking. A yellow card going to be issued to Santiago Jimenez. Sent all the way across and now headed along. And a throw in for Lander deep in North Georgia's end. Lander looking to throw it in there. About 6 yards from the end line. And clock stops again. This time for a warning at the late in the 5th minute. Clock will start on the throw. There we go. Gets all the way to the top of the 6. North Georgia in a dangerous position. Headed back in by Harry Berkhamshaw. Ball loose, and a foul going to be called on Lander at the top of the 18. As North Georgia will get a free kick there. Gustavo Alencar went down hard. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by the UNG Bookstore, located beside Starbucks inside the Chesta T building. Caligari will take this free kick. And it is sent downfield by the goalkeeper. Looking for Kevin Lopez. It's headed away by McNulty initially. Check that was marred. Now up the field. Chasing after it is McNulty. He's got it on the left-hand side of the box. Low cross, deflected out, but coming around. Now touching it is Berkhamshaw. Cross deflected out of play. That was Gwaley who was looking to get that one out. Now to throw it in on the far side for the Bearcats is Berkhamshaw. Believe that's who ran over there. Holds the ball up. This one's going to be a long one. Comes into the 18. Headed straight up into the air. Toward the back post. Nobody was home for Lander, as it was a wide open back post. McNulty played it perfectly. Now here's Samicki. Gives it off. Cross coming in. Headed up into the air by North Georgia. Alencar trying to get it out. Now coming down is Berkhamshaw. Berkhamshaw trying to work some space on the near side, and it was sent out of bounds for a throw-in by Rodas. Going over to take it is Jed Smith. Smith drying the ball off. The turf wet and fast today due to the rain. Here comes the throw. It's a high one toward the center, headed into the air. Ball comes down near the spot and maybe cleared out by North Georgia, and finally it is. And clock will stop now as there was a big collision. Both trainers will be called onto the pitch. McNulty for Lander. And it looks like Michael Walsh for North Georgia, as both teams' athletic trainers coming over to check on the two parties. 37-28 to play here in the first half, as hopefully both are okay. They'll both have to go off the pitch for a moment. McNulty back on his feet. Seems to be okay, not being asked to leave the field yet. Some of Lander's players take the opportunity to go get a drink of water on the sideline. Walsh still down. Nearly the whole Nighthawk team gathered near the top of the 18 to check on their center back, who really anchors this back line down, just a sophomore, but got a lot of playing time a year ago. And Walsh back on his feet, holding the side of his head, and walks toward the touchline. We'll see if he stays in the game or if we get a substitute. So Walsh walks off. McNulty is off as well. So we play 10v10 for the moment. And it looks like North Georgia going to make a substitution. We'll see who that is. It's number 2, Donnell Claxton, in for number 3, Michael Walsh. Claxton replaces Walsh, the 6-foot freshman from San Juan, Puerto Rico, as North Georgia earns a throw at midfield. North Georgia has it, going into the attacking third. Withers off of his line, lost the handle for a moment, but Odier overran. And Withers able to corral it. No shot taken there. Now up the field for Lander, and an offside going to be called. So a free kick for North Georgia on the far side via the offside. First offside of the game called on either side. Well, Georgia will take it, sending everybody up. Claxton hanging close by as that one sent well into the air, end over end, trying to find Odier. Now settled by North Georgia, top of the 18, cleared away by Lander, but North Georgia chasing it down with Andre Bashura. Bashura trying to settle. He heels it off of McNulty out of play for a North Georgia throw. He gets it back in quickly. A great move on the far side there by Alencar. North Georgia earns another throw as the senior went down. They're going to call a free kick. They may call a free kick on it. And they do. Be a free kick for North Georgia. Elgeta will take this. Short free kick taken by Alencar, but then taken away by Lander. They turn it right back over to North Georgia. Alencar trying to work up the far side. Here's Elgeta. Looking, chips it over the top, trying to find Hayden Davis to no avail, but it goes off of a Lander defender out of play. Nighthawks throw it in. Touched into the 18 by Odier. Now North Georgia has it, trying to break through this staunch back line for Lander. Elgeta has it. Comes to the near side, finds Kevin Lopez open. Lopez sends the cross over with the left hand and withers off of his line and snags that cross out of the air. As now we check on the two Bearcats who were tangled up inside the 6. Now the clock stops. As multiple Bearcats down, North Georgia's made this a very physical game. And now the trainer being called out to take a look at McNulty for the second time. And that might force Lee Squires to go to the bench here. Pat Parrish coaching up Gustavo Alencar on the far sideline. Is now McNulty back to his feet. And we'll see if Lander makes a substitution here. And they do. Coming on for the Bearcats is number 16. That's Luke Jordan. Jordan, a junior out of Burnley, England. As Lander gets a throw on the near side, Donnell Claxton gets the first touch as North Georgia takes possession. They work it to Rodas, now all the way back to Caligari, who directs traffic and tries to switch the point of attack. Bashura trying to earn it away for North Georgia. It ends up coming back to Russell Young, and now Caligari has it again. Pushes it back out to the right side to Russell Young. 12th minute of play here in Dahlonega. No score between Lander and North Georgia. Trying to work it to Jimenez. As Lander being pressured on the back line like they haven't been so far this season. Out of bounds for a North Georgia throw. Lopez will try and get in behind and will. Good throw in from Rodas. Now Lopez trying to work past and will be unable to do so. But North Georgia has it. Alencar, top of the 18. First shot of the game goes high and wide. It'll be a goal kick when all is said and done for Lander, but a great shot opportunity by Alan Carr. So Lander works the ball into the attacking third on the far side. Now coming back into the middle, North Georgia swarming. Alan Carr now gives some pressure as they play back to the back line. Bearcats working up the pitch. Cross opportunity, trying to find Luke Jordan. It will roll out for a North Georgia throw. Out of play. North Georgia with another throw in on the near side. It'll be Marvin Rodas to take it. And a foul from behind. Elstair Daniel will take that one, and I don't think we stopped the clock, but it is a warning given to Lander as a free kick will be taken by Russell Young, and he will quickly put this ball back in. Headed up by Lander, settled down, and now it will go out of play off of Samicki for a Nighthawk throw in quickly in, and now they will stop as the ball came back in. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by the Smith House Country Store, Restaurant, and Hotel located in historic downtown Dahlonega. Out across the end line for a goal kick. Bearcats will work the ball up the field and build their attack. Sent over the top, trying to play the long ball out of bounds for a Nighthawk throw. As we are in the 15th minute here in Dahlonega, still no score. Lee Squires pacing the sideline on the far side, trying to get his team in the correct space and in formation. Ball being headed around, nobody really with possession yet, and a foul going to be called on North Georgia. Be a free kick for Lander. They put the ball back in quickly. And another foul on North Georgia, resulting in another free kick. They put it back in again. Lander trying to catch North Georgia off guard as Rodas steps in, clears that back up to the center line, and now Lander will work the ball across the back. Sent over the top, a great ball, but offside going to be called on Lander. It'll be a free kick for the Nighthawks, as it was the second time that Lander in behind the Nighthawk defense. Great crowd on hand here in Dahlonega, socially distant. Masks required inside the facility. But fans in the stands here at the UNG Soccer Complex. Over the top, trying to find Hayden Davis, and does. Now Jimenez will settle things down. Trying to get it to ODA. Ball taken away now by Lander. They try and go over the top and counter. It's out of play for... No, it's not out of play. Pat Paris said it went over the touch line, but official says it didn't. Caligari will send it back toward the middle of the pitch. Now North Georgia can go on the move. Algueta out wide to Lopez, back to Benjamin. Benjamin, center of the park, pushes it out wide for Rodas. Now North Georgia going to have to break out as Algueta finds Alan Carr. Gustavo right up the center of the park, trying to find some space. Now stops and sends it out wide for Lopez. Rather, that's Rodas. Now here's Jimenez. Santiago, cross, never bent. And it will roll out of play for a goal kick as it just trickled across the end line as it got to the corner. No score, 18th minute here in the beautiful city of Dahlonega. Overcast skies. Umbrellas are out, but not a lot of rain coming down. More of a mist at this point. Field turf playing surface here at the UNG Soccer Complex. Lander trying to build. They switch the point of attack again. They work it across the back line and get the defense moving from side to side before playing a long ball. Caligari off his line. He will slide and take that one down. Lander still looking for their first shot of the contest. As we cross into the 19th minute. Ball sent high into the air. Rodas heads it down. Lander trying to settle it. Instead, it'll be Elgueta, who looks out to the right side. And it's settled by Davis. Davis up the sidelines for Santiago. Trying to find some space. He's held up from behind. No whistle. And now a throw in as Lander wanted a foul, but now North Georgia will make a couple of substitutions. At least I believe they'll make some substitutions. Clock stops. As North Georgia did make a substitution for an injury, now clock starts back. Elias Araya will check into the match for North Georgia. The 5'10 junior from Vina del Mar, Chile. He prepped at Flowery Branch and transferred in from Georgia Military. Former Bulldog of Georgia Military. A foul called on North Georgia there, as it'll be a free kick for the Bearcats inside the center circle. They put it back into play quickly, do the Bearcats. Lander up the, well, they acted like they were going to go up the left side. Now push it over to the near side, and Danyon. Danyon right up the middle, looking for Bolton and finds him. And a foul going to be called on Max Bolton, as there was a hand to the face. So a free kick for the Nighthawks. Bolton doesn't agree with it. Sophomore from Birmingham, England. Over the top, North Georgia trying to get into the 18. Now here's Allen Carr, touches it down toward the corner. Took a knock, but a clean one by Lander. Now Bearcats trying to make something happen on the far side, and it will be a throw-in for Lander. Then get it back in quickly. Danyon will settle things down. Lander continues to work across the back line. Now sends this one high into the air, over the top. It's headed up by Rodas, settled by Samicki. Trying to keep the ball in play as Samicki, it goes out of bounds for a North Georgia throw. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by Truist Bank. Local banking focused on building better lives and communities. Out of play for another North Georgia throw, as this one was Cleared out by Luke Jordan. Nighthawks looking for a ball. One of the downsides to new COVID-19 protocols. Ball's left around the pitch to create a pseudo bubble of the field. Nobody outside of the coaching staff and officials on the playing surface. So North Georgia will have a free kick here. Midway through the first half, no score. Lander moving the ball into the 18. They try and cross it in. It's deflected out by Young. Still inside the 18, and finally Young able to clear it back out to center field. Over the top. Flag stays down as Lander works on the far side. North Georgia takes it away. Araya trying to get possession. Now Lander has it in the middle for Bolton. Bolton in the 18. Jukes and jives, but has to back outside of the box. Now Lander tried to send it in, deflected away. Lopez going to try and start a counter for the Nighthawks. Sends it out wide, coming for Rodas. Rodas keeps the ball in play. Oh, no, he doesn't. Be a throw in for the Bearcats. Thought he was able to keep it in, but the ball did just barely roll. And now the clock will stop for an NCAA mandated water break. So an NCAA mandated water break here at the UNG soccer complex is, I guess, the humidity is what pushed the stoppage in play for both teams to get some water. It's pretty humid out with the rain. Both teams have been very physical, so and another issue that the teams are dealing with here at the UNG soccer complex. No score through the first 23 and 44 seconds here from Dahlonega. Walker McCrary in the broadcast booth here at the UNG soccer complex. The entire NSN crew on hand. Coming up on the Nighthawk Sports Network, basketball action through the PBC Sports Network. Semifinal action, it has been released. North Georgia will take on Clayton State on Wednesday at 5:30 from the UNG Convocation Center. Craig Corbin and Lee Glenn will have the call starting just before the bottom of the hour at about 5:20. The winner will advance to the championship game on Saturday. Lander and Georgia Southwestern in the other semifinal. They tip off at 5:30 as well, so we'll have all of the updates from the PBC Sports Network on Wednesday. And, of course, stay tuned for any potential other broadcasts coming up for the women's basketball team, number 6 in the nation at this point, as they look to go in on a high note to the NCAA South Regional, which will be contested in Dahlonega, and we will have every second of that NCAA South Regional on the Nighthawk Sports Network. All 5 games from Dahlonega. As we get ready to start, Lander back on the pitch, North Georgia back on the pitch, and we are underway again. Bearcats work it across the back line. Now send it over the top for Sam Jordan. Bounces a little bit high and hits the left side of the flag, resulting in a goal kick. Also coming up here on the Nighthawk Sports Network a week from tomorrow, softball action from Haynes and Carolyn Hill Stadium at Lynn Cottrell Park as the Nighthawks will host Shorter. A 1 o'clock start to that doubleheader. Lander settles, looking over the top for Sam Jordan. Rodas defending. Jordan crosses it in a little bit behind the run from the Bearcats. Now ball bounces loose. Lopez touches it high, trying to settle it, and finally it's Lander settling. Araya giving chase. Ball deflected by Odier, and Lander able to settle things down on the near side. Samicky, a great tackle by Odier, but it goes out of play for a Bearcat throw. Wind starting to pick up. It's blowing pretty gustily from right to left on your screens. In fact, the flagpole over next to the video board here at Lynn Cottrell Park actually moving in the wind. It's blowing that hard. Rain starting to come down a little harder as well. Bearcats on the move. That cross never bent around. And it's a goal kick for North Georgia. Nighthawks have done a really good job of pressuring this back line of Lander, making them uncomfortable. They've made a couple of mistakes, but North Georgia just hasn't been able to take advantage of them. Some heavy touches, some missed touches by Jacob Withers in goal. But Withers making sure the ball stays in front of him and not slipping in behind him on those bad touches. Now Elgueta sent it in to Araya. Now here's Lopez. Back to Alencar, who swings it out wide for Rodas, a bit too high for the 5'7" freshman. May have needed to be closer to 6'2" for that one. Samicky will throw it backwards to Danyon, who touches it wide to Jed Smith, the other center back for the Bearcats. Long switch for Danyon over the head of the Bearcat on that side. He needed to be a little taller. Alencar can't settle it. Here comes Lander. They push forward with numbers. Touched wide to Smith. Now out wide into the corner. Cross coming in. It's deflected out by North Georgia. Comes to the near side. And Samicky trying to outpace Odier, and that's tough to do. Donovan Odier, one of the fastest players in the Peach Belt. Marriott sends a cross in toward the spot, deflected out by North Georgia. Alencar sends this one well downfield. Withers nearly 30 yards off of his line. Will keep that ball going for Lander. Bearcats just move straight into the attacking half. Trying to find a through ball to Bolton. They do. Bolton taken down just outside the 18, a free kick for the Bearcats as they have an opportunity for a set piece, a place where they are very dangerous and where they've scored the majority of their goals this year. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by Northeast Georgia Health System, the official healthcare partner of UNG Nighthawk Athletics. Crossing this one in will be Tom Marriott, as North Georgia will put a two-man wall. They'll be placed just a few yards outside the 6. The ball sits about 3 yards from the end line. It's a tricky angle, but just outside of the 18. Marriott sets it up. Sends this one low. It deflects around as North Georgia will try and keep it from being touched back in play, and now it'll be a goal kick for North Georgia. Nighthawks do a great job there of keeping that ball from getting inside the 6. We're in the 30th minute here in Dahlonega. Half an hour nearly gone. Caligari sends this one downfield, hit high into the air by Araya. And a foul going to be called on Hayden Davis as there was an elbow in the back. Sent across the back line. Nighthawks will make a substitution the next time the ball's out of play. It's a free kick for North Georgia. Clock continues to roll. There's another warning given. Nighthawks will set up a long free kick. Young sends it in over the top. Withers tracks that one and catches it just like a punt returner. He'll roll it out wide for Danyon, who sets things up. Had Samicky down the near side. Looked like Samicky wanted to run, but ball wasn't given to him. Over the top, headed back down for Bolton. Bolton sends it out wide for Marriott. Marriott tries to cross it in. Young deflected it back off of Marriott for a North Georgia goal kick. Excellent job by the freshman defender from Archer High School. Be a goal kick for Caligari. North Georgia made a substitution. Victor Galterio into the match for North Georgia. The senior midfielder from Sao Paulo, transfer from Northeast Community College. Rolled out of play for a Nighthawk throw deep in the Lander defensive end. Thrown into Odier inside the 18. Donovan trying to find some space. Sends it back out wide. Cross coming in. Back post. Right there is Araya. He takes a shot. And it was deflected and blocked away. North Georgia trying to keep the ball in. Alencar sends it out wide to Rodas. Now here's Galterio. Trying to find Araya. And finally Lander takes it away and starts their own counter. Mard to Burkamshaw. Burkamshaw takes it himself to the far side. And it goes out of bounds off of Lopez. It'll be a Lander throw. Lander looking to throw it in. Settled at the top of the 6, but Galterio will clear it out for North Georgia. Lander trying to keep it in with Danyon. Now North Georgia works it up near midfield as Lander takes it away with Burkamshaw. 35th minute here in Dahlonega as Odier Tries to take it in against the defender, Smith. Odier taken down. It'll go across the end line for the first corner kick of the match. North Georgia will take the corner kick from the far side. Alan Carr set to send this one in. It'll come off the left foot as a shin guard comes flying to the near side. Alan Carr, low line drive toward the front post. It sneaks all the way through everybody. Galterio will gather it on the near side. Victor trying to find some space, double teamed. Goes down toward end line. Now tries to chip it over the Bearcats, unable to. Still trying to earn possession. It'll be a North Georgia throw. Lopez will be the one to take it. Sent into Odier. Odier touches it back out for Lopez. Lopez to Galterio. Galterio, cross going in, trying to find North Georgia. Alan Carr's shot goes high. Gustavo Alan Carr found himself on the front doorstep and pushed it high. An excellent opportunity for the Nighthawks. They're knocking on the door. Lander still looking for their first shot of the contest. Over the top. Marriott sends this one in toward goal. It's just out of the reach of Bolton and will trickle out for a Lander corner. Be taken from the near side. We'll see who'll trot over to take it. It'll be Tom Marriott to take this one. Set piece for Lander. Low ball coming in. Shot taken by Lander. Their first of the day by Daniel. It was blocked. So Lander will get another corner. Again, it'll be the senior Marriott to take it. So he backs up a little bit more as far as he can up against the fence. It'll be an outswinger with the right foot. Caligari punches it out. Ball still loose. It hit off the woodwork. The shot was taken by Harry Berkhamshaw, and it hit off the side post. And then a North Georgia free kick after all is said and done. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by Exhibit Us, an award-winning agency specializing in three-dimensional design, interactive engagements, and digital activations for global marketing environments. Odier finds himself in the 18, but it's taken away. Ball's back to Araya. Araya takes a shot, and it was blocked, and will go out for a North Georgia corner. Game starting to open up a little bit late here in the first half. We are in the 39th minute. Alan Carr will go and take the corner. Gustavo sends this one in high toward the backside. Goes over the head of Claxton, settled by Araya, who touches it wide for Galterio. Galterio settles on the touchline and earns a throw. Victor will leave it for Rodas. Thrown in toward Odier. It was deflected away. Alterio can't keep possession. Ball loose. Touched and then sent downfield by Marriott. Long switch of the attack. Great touch over there by Jordan. Jordan trying to work into the center of the park. Given to Marriott. Marriott holds off the defense. Tries to thread the needle. It was taken away by North Georgia. Ball's still loose at the center of the park. Lander has it. Here's McNulty. Check that, that's Bolton. And Bolton had it taken away from him. Lopez up front, trying to find Odier. Odier one-on-one with Daniel. Donovan trying to break free. Now Lander's defense recovers and clears it out toward the center of the park. We go up and down now here in the final moments of the first half. Marriott with possession. Sends it out wide as Lander will try and settle things down for the moment. Over the top, Daniel looking for Jordan. Jordan settles his shot well high. Just inside the 18 for Luke Jordan. Four minutes to play here in the first half. Caligari will send this one downfield. Lander earns possession as that's a great touch by Berkhamshaw. Lander trying to put pressure forward. Cross comes in, still loose. Jordan could not get the shot off as it was deflected away by Rodas. A perfect defensive effort there. And a corner kick coming for the Bearcats. Both teams well on the front foot here. Looks like it's Tom Marriott to take. Send this one in swinger. Headed away by North Georgia. Great job by the Nighthawk back line. Lander chasing after it. It's sent all the way back to Withers, and North Georgia can reshape. Two subs wait for the Nighthawks. On a ball to go out of play. Over the top. Russell Young will touch that one out for a Lander throw. North Georgia won't get the sub until they earn a throw. Over the top. Bolton. And it punched away from him by Caligari. It'll be a corner for the Bearcats as Caligari did a great job to come over. Bolton wanted a foul, but Caligari's got just as much right to that space as anybody. 2 minutes to play here in the opening period. We enter the 44th minute. Corner kick coming for the Bearcats. Sent in, back post. Headed up in the air by North Georgia. Caligari punches it away. It'll come out to the top of the 18, still in a dangerous space for the Bearcats. Comes down, shot taken, and a goal for Lander. The clock stops at 1:36 as Max Bolton gets the unassisted goal after North Georgia could not clear it away. So Bolton with the goal in the 44th minute. And now we work close to 60 seconds to play. Lander throws it in, and North Georgia will try and settle with Odier. Lander will throw this ball in as we are under 50 seconds to play until halftime. They work it back to Withers. .30 seconds to go. Over the top, trying to find one more. Samicky will be unable to track it down. It rolls out of play for a North Georgia throw, and the Nighthawks might try and waste some time here deep in their own end. That brings us to halftime as Lander breaks through late in the half. We head to halftime here in Dahlonega. We'll take a commercial break. When we return, first half highlights and stats all coming up on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel at the end of the day? Are you sad cause you're on your own? I can't find a little help from my friends, so I'm gonna try a little help from my friends.
The human body is like any high-performance machine. As the miles add up, parts wear out. That's where pain begins. And here's where it ends. Where top orthopedic surgeons use breakthrough techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for good. Feel like new again for miles to come at the region's only dedicated joint care center, Northeast Georgia Medical Center.
Here in Dahlonega, we treasure our history.
We treasure our waterfalls.
We treasure our wine.
But most of all, we treasure our guests.
We are a family.
We treasure our community.
And we're an experience for you to discover.
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 The heart of the Georgia mountains.
The heart of the Georgia mountains.
Discover the heart of the Georgia mountains.
The mountains are open.
Someone here at Circus Burger has been talking to the press, telling them that chicken is better than burgers. And I want to know who it is. Is it you, Bill?
No, sir.
Diane?
Wasn't me.
I know it wasn't Steve. He just started. You're doing a great job here, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not big on pointing fingers, but it was definitely Bill.
Whoa, it could literally be any one of us.
Somebody did it, and I'm going to find out who.
What is going on here?
I look at the camera, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wear my mask to be there for my residents.
I wear my mask so we can stay on campus.
I wear my mask because I know that other people might be more vulnerable to the virus, and I want to make sure that I protect others and keep everyone safe.
I wear my mask to protect all the dads out there. I know personally how it feels to lose someone very close to me due to the coronavirus, and if there are steps that we can take to protect the ones that we love, we should do it.
Do I just do it now? Okay, I wear my mask to keep others safe.
I wear my mask because I care about our community.
I choose to wear my mask because it's such a simple thing for me to do that I can love not only on my friends and my family, but just people I see in the grocery store and in the street.
I wear my mask so I can see my sisters on campus and we can have fundraising events.
I wear my mask to love my neighbor and protect others.
I wear my mask.
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 I wear a mask because I want to keep others safe.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks desk with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
Hi, I'm Sonia McLean, broker of Red Rooster Realty. Come check out our new location. It's this old farmhouse built in the 1930s that we were able to preserve and yet still turn it into our new office. We are a full-service real estate company. We work with buyers and sellers and would love to speak with you if you are in the market. Our new location is 80 Bell Street, Hiawassee, Georgia. Or you can give us a call at 706-896-1225. We look forward to speaking with you.
All right, Joyride Beads. I hear if you run long enough, you get something called a runner's high, which sounds like something I really enjoy. Let's do this. Okay, so far so good. Mama Lake? What? Still no high, though. Hi. Hey. Oh, my God. There it was. My first runner's high. Well, better quit while I'm ahead. God, I'm good.
Halftime here in Dahlonega sees Lander leading by a single goal at the break. So we welcome you back to the UNG Soccer Complex. Walker McCrary in the broadcast booth. Lander scores on a 44th minute goal. It was Max Bolton who scored the goal. unassisted as the ball bounced all around, and finally Bolton was able to send it left or right of Caligari to get the lone goal. Look at the first half stats here from Dahlonega. Lander with 4 shots in the first half, a shot apiece from Danyon, Berkhamshaw, Bolton's goal, and Jordan. Withers a perfect 45 minutes in between the posts. He's faced 4 shots, but none of them on target. The Nighthawks 4 shots, 2 from Gustavo Alencar, 2 from Elias Araya. Yellow card issued to Santiago Jimenez. Caligari's faced 4 shots, has no saves along the way. 2 corners for North Georgia. 6 fouls committed by the Nighthawks in the first half of play. We look at Lander's stats. They had 3 corner kicks, committed 8 fouls, and were offside twice. Possession 53-47 in favor of Lander. Most of Lander's possession in the final third. In fact, nearly 50% of it there. North Georgia very balanced across their possession in the first half. In fact, averaging right at 25% in each of the 4 quadrants, while Lander has had it just 11% of the time back in their defensive third. Again, Lander was offside twice. The lone yellow card in the first half came fairly early to Santiago Jimenez for the Nighthawks. We take a look across the Peach Belt Conference and what's going on around the league today. Yesterday, Clayton State defeated Flagler 4-1 at home. Young Harris and Francis Marion underway on the other side of Blood Mountain, just getting underway. They're in the 3rd minute scoreless, actually the 4th minute scoreless up at Young Harris. So that game going on as well. Georgia Southwestern and USC Aiken were postponed. The Pacers will take on Clayton State on Thursday here in, or actually down in Morrow. That's actually been postponed as well, as I'm finding out. North Georgia will be back here at home on Monday to take on Clayton State. First half of a doubleheader here inside the UNG Soccer Complex. The men will take on Clayton State at 3 p.m. before a 5:30 kick for the women, who have been inactive for quite some time due to COVID protocols outside of the North Georgia women's soccer program. As North Georgia trying to get things going here in men's soccer action as we get ready to go here in the second half. One last commercial break here from Dahlonega. When we return, it'll be the second half of this one. Lander leads it 1-0. We have 45 minutes left to play here at the UNG Soccer Complex. Back after this on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at GoArmy.com/warriors.
It takes more than intelligence and talent to succeed in life. It takes grit and a commitment to excellence.
It takes the willingness to serve others and a cause greater than yourself.
It requires you to push boundaries,
ask difficult questions,
and understand the world around you.
It requires you to know your strengths
and weaknesses, and have the desire to make yourself better than you were yesterday.
It requires you to be independent, efficient, and tolerant.
Ultimately, it requires you to be a leader. At the University of North Georgia, we develop leaders.
Leaders who serve our country abroad to tackle the challenges of the world.
And leaders who serve at home to improve our way of life.
Leaders who never quit.
Leaders who lead by example and not exception.
Leaders who are tough, but fair.
Leaders who are relentless and passionate.
Leaders who solve problems and don't make excuses.
Leaders who do the right thing, even when no one's looking.
There's nothing average about the University of North Georgia and its Corps of Cadets.
If you've got what it takes, then bring it.
Back with you here in Dahlonega as Lander had possession to start the second half. We're underway. Now North Georgia has it. David Zions as well as Josh Corlett into the game for North Georgia. Also, you'll notice that North Georgia has number 4 on the pitch. It's actually Michael Walsh. He has the head wrapped up, had to change uniforms due to some blood on the uniform. Of course, you can see every drop of blood on those white tops for the Nighthawks. So, switched into the number 4 kit. As North Georgia gets a goal kick here, Caligari will take it. High goal kick. Flicked along by Alan Carr. Zions touches it toward Odier. Now touches it back to the middle of the pitch, but Lander able to clear it away for the moment. And then a big send by Russell Young will send Withers out into the corner to, settle things down for the Bearcats and start the attack. All the way back to Withers again. A late first half goal by North Georgia, or by Lander, the difference. North Georgia throws it in on the far side with Rodas. Now Elgeta looking for ODA. ODA comes up with it. Trying to push it out wide for, it looks like Claxton on the far side. Free kick was taken by North Georgia, easily corralled by Withers, who will send it out wide for the Bearcats. Mamadou Diaby into the game for the Nighthawks as well. North Georgia trying to be a little more on the front foot with Corlett and Diaby and Zions up top in the attacking mids. North Georgia goes a more attacking formation here in the second half. Caligari will take the goal kick. Settled down by Allen Carr, trying to push it out wide. It's taken away by Gualey. Caligari will roll it out to Young. Sends it right back to the goalkeeper, right back to Young. Young being pressured, pushes it up the middle to Corlett, who gives a touch toward Elgeta. Now Young will send this one high in the air. Backspin toward ODA, headed along by Lander. Lander trying to settle things down, as is North Georgia. We go back and forth around the midfield line. Sent out of play. It'll be a Lander throw. Bearcats look to trigger it in quickly. Batted around. Now North Georgia comes up with it. Mamadou Diaby throws it up top toward ODA. ODA with a heavy touch, trying to get on it inside the 18. He's drugged down, and it will be a foul on North Georgia, as ODA thought he was drugged down, but instead he did the dragging. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by the UNG Bookstore, located beside Starbucks inside the Chestatee building. Lander continues to move it around the back line, holding a 1-0 advantage. North Georgia has been on the wrong end of 4 straight one-goal decisions. 3 2-1s and a 5-4 overtime loss. 0-2 in overtime periods this year as well. Cross attempt from Marriott was deflected away. A great tackle by Diaby. North Georgia comes away with it. Corlett a bit heavy for ODA to settle, so Lander ends up coming up with it, played all the way back to Withers. Withers plays it across to his center back, Smith. Play back and forth with Smith and Danyon. Diaby deflected out of play for a Lander throw. Coming up on the Nighthawk Sports Network Wednesday night, 5:20 airtime on the PBC Sports Network. The women's basketball action as the number 6 women's basketball team and second seeded battles number 3 seed Clayton State in the Peach Belt semifinals. Greg Corbin and Lee Glenn have the call of it. 5:20 here on the Nighthawk Sports Network as well as the PBC Sports Network. It'll also be simulcast to Glory 97.5 FM, the flagship radio station of the Nighthawk Sports Network. Peach Belt Conference Women's Basketball Tournament presented by Floor Action. Headed along by Lander, then taken down by Corlett, a little bit behind Odier, who tried to earn a handball but was not able to. Now North Georgia has it center of the park with Alencar, and a foul called on a handball by Alencar. So it'll be a free kick for the Bearcats. Lander switches the attack, nobody home. Bounces into the stands. Zions will try and take it quickly, instead just gives it back to Bashura. Andre Bashura, honored before the first home game of the year against Young Harris, as he'll wrap up his Nighthawk career this spring. Walsh trying to give chase. Touches it back to Caligari, who quickly gets it away, headed back in toward the top of the 18. Now Lander has it up top. Marriott trying to find some space toward the left foot. Walsh does a great job defensively. Odier taken down, advantage given. Played through for Diaby. Diaby trying to get on goal. Diaby, one touch, top of the 18, saved by Withers. Mamadou Diaby was one-on-one with Withers, and Withers guessed right. Clock will stop as a yellow card will be issued to Lander. It'll be given to number 6, Jed Smith, in the 55th minute. Alencar taken down from behind as McNulty trying to find some space. Actually, that was Gwaley. And a shot fired over the top of the netting by Berkhamshaw. Well high, well right. Not hard for these guys to send one over the back netting, especially from deep. As Berkhamshaw's shot was, it was about 23 yards out. Caligari takes the free kick. Alencar trying to earn possession for North Georgia. Comes into the stands. Women's soccer team below, making sure they're awake. Abby Crane, Charlotte Rent down there among others. Walsh sends back to Caligari as North Georgia will settle. Try and get something going. They've been on the attacking foot a lot of this game. Have nothing to show for it yet. Here's Diaby in space. Odier couldn't get a touch on it. Lander will clear. It comes out to Gwaley. Gwaley, a good touch over Bashura. Gwaley has it. His shot toward the far post is wide, and it'll be a goal kick. An excellent effort from nearly 30 yards out for the freshman from Germany. '57th minute here in Dahlonega. We close in on the 58th minute. 1-0 Lander. Walsh gets a touch and then nothing else to show for it. It'll be a throw for the Bearcats. Coming up will be Joe Lindley to take it. Haven't said his name much. Gwaley across the way to Samicki. Now here's Burkamshaw. In the middle, Marriott. His shot saved by Caligari. Marriott a shot on target. First save of the day for Rafael Caligari, the junior goalkeeper from Sao Paulo. Be a Nighthawk throw. Bashura has it. To Walsh, swung around to Young. Middle of the park, Elgueta. Looking for Diaby and finds him. Diaby will settle. Left-footed cross into the 18, trying to find Zions, but unsuccessful as it was a little short. Now sent over the top, looking for Bolton. Walsh trying to defend. Bolton has it. One-on-one with Walsh. Cross to the far side over the head of everybody as Jordan will be unable to chase that one down. It'll be a throw-in for the Nighthawks. North Georgia puts the ball back in play. Here's Elgueta, top of the 18. Plays back to Caligari to settle things down. Caligari near side, trying to find David Zions. It bounces once in front of the Polish native. He couldn't keep it in play. Thrown into Marriott. Trying to find space. Alan Carr steps in perfectly. Gustavo trying to lead a break, 4-on-4. Here's Odier. Trying to break past the Bearcat defense, unsuccessful. Now Marriott leads a counter. Great ball up top for Gualey. Gualey in the near corner. Gualey into the 18. Low cross taken away by North Georgia. Alan Carr sends it up the near side looking for Odier, who was underrunning it, and it's a throw-in for North Georgia. As Zions steps out of bounds and then leaves it for Andre Bashura. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by the Smith House Country Store Restaurant and Hotel located in historic downtown Dahlonega. A tape job of Michael Walsh slowly working off the back of the head. Started out wrapped around his forehead. Now it's more holding his hair out of the way. Throw in for the Bearcats. Marriott touches it back to Lindley. It comes to the near side, and Smith across the way to Daniel. Daniel tries a lead pass. It's touched by Rodas. Now Corlett, not a great touch. Lander has it, working the ball up the far side. Jordan trying to find some space in the corner. Stops, comes back toward the top of the 18, plays it back for Mard. Long cross to the near side, and Gualey. And Gualey had it taken away momentarily, but overrunning is Lindley. Lindley into the 18. Touched in. Shot off the woodwork, and then an easy goal for the Bearcats. The shot by Max Bolton went off the woodwork. Rebounded perfectly for Luke Jordan, who slots it home in the 62nd minute and makes it 2-0. So Luke Jordan with the goal. Makes it 2-0 in favor of the Bearcats, and they look for more. Overlapping Samicki. He sends a low cross in. Shot and goal just like that. Marco Gualey with the goal. The assist comes from Mosin Samicki, and it is 3-0 as we are still in the 62nd minute. So the Bearcats have quickly taken a 3-0 lead, as now Caligari will roll it out to North Georgia. Over the top, looking for Diaby. And Lander takes it away with Samicki, who had the assist on the goal. Over the top. Settled by Zions. Back into the middle to Odier. Looking for David Zions. And it's played out for a Nighthawk throw. No, a Bearcat throw, excuse me. Rolled over the foot of Zions. Next soccer broadcast here on the Nighthawk Sports Network will be a soccer doubleheader. A week from today as the men take on Clayton State at 3 before the women battle Lander at 5:30. I have both of those right here for you on the Nighthawk Sports Network to start off what will be a very busy week on NSN. Soccer Monday, softball Tuesday, basketball and baseball over the weekend as the NCAA South Regional will be inside the Convocation Center. We'll have every second of it for you here on NSN. Hope that you'll join us. Expect to see both these institutions, women's soccer team or women's basketball teams, in that regional. Actually, the women take on Young Harris on Monday. My mistake. Women's basketball or soccer takes on Young Harris. But then both Lander and North Georgia's women, top 10 teams in the nation, expect to be in that South Regional and maybe playing for a regional championship on Monday. Of course, the likes of Valdosta State, Union, possibly Clayton State, Lee, West Florida, Alabama, Huntsville, a lot of teams still in contention for it as the ball was still rolling, so Bashura will have to redo the free kick. But while the regional's going on, we'll have the sights and sounds of Bob Stein Stadium as Nighthawk baseball team will host Augusta in 2 weeks here in Dahlonega, the same weekend as the regional. Of course, you can find all the coverage links and everything on the official home of the Nighthawks, ungathletics.com. Elgeta to Zions. Navid through to Elgeta. Elgeta touches out wide for Bashura. Bashura double teamed in the corner, trying to find some space and nothing there. as the Bearcats break free, but Michael Walsh comes up. Walsh touches out wide. Zions was offside, so does not go for the ball. Now Lander plays it back over the top. Burkamshaw dribbles into the 18, left side. And great defense played there by Elgueta. Gets it out to Zions. Here's Odier. Middle of the park, Corlett. Over the top, looking for David Zions. Finds him, but Zions taking off the ball. Lander now has it. They lead 3-0. And a foul going to be called on North Georgia, resulting in a Bearcat free kick. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network, brought to you by Truist Bank, local banking focused on building better lives and communities. Speaking of both these teams' women's basketball, or both these schools' women's basketball teams, top 2 seeds in the PBC Women's Basketball Tournament presented by Floor Action that starts Wednesday. Lander will host Georgia Southwestern, who makes their first ever appearance in the Peach Belt Conference Women's Basketball Tournament at 5:30 from Finest Horn Arena. Of course, North Georgia's women, as now the clock will stop as Alencar collided with a Bearcat. Don't know who the Lander player was there, but North Georgia will host Clayton State in that semifinal matchup. From Dahlonega, winners will play each other at the highest remaining seed. So if Georgia Southwestern wins, they will travel to either North Georgia or Clayton State, as we will have an NCAA mandated water break here with 22:50 to play here in Dahlonega. As we continue to check on Gustavo Alencar. Give us an opportunity to take a look around the Peach Belt Conference at the other game in action today. Young Harris and Francis Marion, they are in the 29th minute, scoreless. Francis Marion with 3 shots so far today. Young Harris just with the 1. Both teams with many opportunities on set pieces as Alencar back to his feet. Great to see. Three to nothing in favor of the Bearcats. A 44th minute goal by Lander, and then 2 goals in the 62nd minute within 30 seconds of one another, as North Georgia trails this one 3-0. Again, back in action here at the UNG Soccer Complex on Monday. 3 p.m. kick for the Nighthawks as they take on Clayton State. The Lakers beat them 2-1 in overtime in the season opener. North Georgia going to make a couple of substitutions. Lander makes a substitution. Rasmus Anderson checks into the match, as well as for North Georgia, Victor Galterio. As Lander will get possession of this drop ball. And they play backwards to start and now push forward with Berkhamshaw. Played out wide here to Anderson. Anderson cross coming in, and that goes right across frame for a goal kick. Now North Georgia will make another substitution. Zions will check out. Hayden Davis will step back on for the Nighthawks. Walsh sends it downfield, trying to find Davis. Unsuccessful. ODA gets ahead on it. Now Galterio touched it with his hand. Free kick for Lander after the handball. $3-0 Bearcat lead. We are approaching the 70th minute of play here from the UNG Soccer Complex. Walsh touches back to Caligari, who sends it downfield. And it goes out of play for a Nighthawk throw. Bashura will come up to take it. Bashura to Russell Young. Now here's Galterio. Victor trying to find space with Diaby. Young tries to step in. Lander takes it away, and they look to counter. They have numbers. Right up the middle was Danion. Danion touches it out wide to Bolton. Bolton's shot with the right foot. It's in for a goal. Goes right below Rafael Caligari, and Bolton scores the fourth goal for the Bearcats in the 70th minute of play. Lander dangerous on the counter. They show it there. Bearcats now with possession again. Made a couple of substitutions. We'll get those for you here in just a moment. Grant Wagner into the game. Sophomore from Irmo, South Carolina, as well as Timon Windisch, the sophomore defender from Germany. Lander plays over the top. Looking for more. Here's Berkhamshaw, top of the 18, stepped away by North Georgia, but still in the attack is Lindley. Finds Berkhamshaw. Taken away by the Bearcats, or by the Nighthawks, excuse me. Bearcats then take that away. Bolton plays it through for Samicki, who can't settle it in the 18. It's a goal kick for the Nighthawks. Caligari will quickly take the goal kick and lay it off for Russell Young. Gives over to Galterio. Elgueta back to Caligari. Sent up top. Corlett flicks it along. Bashura, great job. Here's Corlett. Taken off the ball by Mard. Now Lander will play it over the top. Walsh there has since lost the tape around the head. Mentioned earlier that was working up more of holding his hair out. Shot goes wide left for Tom Marriott. As Lander is on the attacking foot and really trying to put this game away. 18 minutes to go here in Dahlonega. And the Bearcats hold a 4-0 lead. Out off of Lander. Bashura will throw it in right in front of our broadcast position. North Georgia throws it in. Young. North Georgia trying to break out. And a foul going to be called on the Bearcats. Free kick taken by the Nighthawks as Elias Araya checked back into the match. North Georgia in the attacking area. Davis trying to find some space. It'll be taken away by the Bearcats and cleared out over the top. Running on it is Bolton. Trying to find some space. Bolton had it taken away from him. Still a dangerous area, defended by Young. Max Landau tried to make a run. He just checked into the match for the Bearcats. And now Lander will reset. Cleared away for a Bearcat throw. Low cross deflected out for a Bearcat corner. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by Northeast Georgia Health System, the official healthcare partner of UNG Nighthawk Athletics. Corner kick coming for Lander. Shot taken by Samicki. Was blocked. Now Withers will send it downfield. A trio of Nighthawks wait to sub in. Headed along by Araya, but Lander settles it. Galterio will get a touch. Diaby trying to chase down. It'll go out of bounds for a Lander throw. So Nighthawks will be unable to make the substitution at this point. They work across the back line with Windish. Danyon gives it to Samicki, who sends it up top, headed down by the Nighthawks. Now here comes Lander again on the counter. Bolton gets it on the right foot. Now touches it out wide. Marriott's shot saved by Caligari, but a corner kick coming. An excellent save there. As the corner kick will go to the far side, says our officiating crew. Over to take it is Marriott. Sends it in with the left foot. Over the top of everybody. And it'll be a North Georgia throw as Lander able to get just enough of a touch on it to send it out across the touch line, not the end line. Now the Nighthawks will make a trio of substitutions. Lander wanted to make a substitution, but was unable to. The Nighthawks, 3 subs. Bashura touches to Galterio, and now Donovan Odier tries to break out. Bolton touches to Marriott. Marriott shot. Saved by Caligari. Here's Odier to Araya. Touch to Davis and then cleared out by the Bearcats. Caligari outside the 18 will settle it. Bearcats waiting to make their substitution. A great slide tackle there by Walsh, earning the throw. Elgetta taken down from behind. It'll be a free kick for the Nighthawks. In the 81st minute. North Georgia Soccer on the Nighthawk Sports Network is brought to you by Exhibit Us, an award-winning agency specializing in three-dimensional design, interactive engagements, and digital activations for global marketing environments. Lander taking off the ball, not happy about it there was Joe Lindley, voices his displeasure at the assistant referee on the near side. And now clock will stop, as it looks like Walsh may have some blood again. That'll allow both substitutions to check in. North Georgia getting one in, Lander getting one in. For North Georgia, it's number 12. That would be Diego Chavez. For Lander, number 24, that's Jonah Miller. Free kick coming for Lander, a dangerous area. And now they'll slow things down to set up a set piece here. Standing over it is Landau. Just over 30 yards out. About 33. Also standing over it was Anderson. See who takes it. Landau approaches, sends with the right foot. Shot was saved by Caligari. That was an excellent attempt. Davis touches it back to Chavez. Now here's Bashura. Over the top for C.J. Ryan, not able to get there. Chavez a heavy touch off the chest. Touched out wide now for Anderson. Anderson across the frame and a wide open shot in the net for Lander. It was number 9, Max Bolton again. The assist. A season-high goal scored for Lander as Bolton scores again. And Lander brought in numerous subs there. Get them for you. So Bradley Nichols, the sophomore from Due West, South Carolina, as well as Owen Hamilton, the sophomore from Charleston. Check into the match for Lander. Nichols from Due West, home of the Bearcats' arch rivals Erskine. Lee Squires stealing him away from the Flying Fleet. Out wide now, this is Luke Jordan. Jordan sends a cross in, headed wide of the post. An opportunity there for Nichols, but his shot goes wide, and that allows for Lander to make yet another substitution. Joe Lindley will step off for the Bearcats and concede the captain's armband. And for the Bearcats, it's number 3, Luke Narker, checking in. Narker out of Decatur, Georgia. As we are in the 85th minute. Max Bolton, impressive in this one. As once the Bearcats broke through, they found their opportunities. Took them nearly the entire first half to break through, and then have broken through 4 times here in the second 45 minutes. ODA out wide to Galterio. Galterio, a nice ball towards C.J. Ryan. It's headed away, though, by Lander and taken toward the center of the park. Donnell Claxton has it. Caligari will boot this ball away. 4 minutes to play. Bounces in front of Chavez. Now Galterio with possession. To Araya, now to Hayden Davis. Davis plays over the top. Too strong for ODA. Goal kick coming for Lander. Nighthawks will be in action a week from today, back here at home to take on Clayton State. Kick time 3 o'clock right here on NSN. Flicked along by Lander. Claxton will just send this ball out of play. Be a throw in for the Bearcats. Another Bearcat throw. Lander will improve to 4-0 on the year. The Nighthawks to 0-5. High cross over everybody. Jordan will chase it down for the Bearcats. Ryan steps in for North Georgia to send it backwards a little bit for Lander. Now they bring the attack again, but Claxton clears it away. Final 2 minutes here in Dahlonega. North Georgia trying to just get something on the scoreboard. A 100 seconds to go. Chavez can't clear. Bearcats pushing forward into the middle. The shot taken is wide of the nets, and it'll be a corner kick. Nichols, his shot was wide, but a fingertip by Caligari. Corner kick coming for the Bearcats. Send this toward the short post, and it's headed away by Galterio. We're in the final 40. Anderson will throw it in. Anderson with 25 seconds left. Bearcats have it cleared out on them. North Georgia will have one more chance to counter, and McDonald can't settle it. 15 seconds. And Lander pulls this one off, a 5-0 win here in Dahlonega. Stay tuned. We'll wrap things up right after these messages on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia.
North Georgia falls in this one 5-0 to Lander on the back of a 4-goal second half for the Bearcats, as Lander remains unbeaten and remains perfect by not conceding in this one. 5-0 winners. North Georgia on the wrong end of it, but they have a chance to respond in 1 week when they host Clayton State back here at the UNG Soccer Complex, a 3 p.m. kick. We'll have it for you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Special thanks goes out to the entire NSN crew. For all of them, I'm Walker McCreary signing off. Again, your final score, North Georgia loses 5-0 to Lander here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.